How did I end up homeless? Well, my wife died 5 years ago, and it kind of put me in a little bit of a rut, and I found out I was sick.
I was abused as a child sexually and physically.
I left the relationship I was in, struggled with finding and keeping a place to live, and was diagnosed with cancer.
When asked if you're dealing with a terminal illness, where do you want to be? Most Canadians say home. But what do you do when you're homeless? What do you do when you're vulnerably housed? Being sick is hard enough, but being sick and dying on the street is even harder.
When it comes to helping disenfranchised people, everybody just seems to want to turn their back on them. We're human too.
The minute you turn a blind eye, more things keep happening and people don't get the help they need.
That's the one thing when you're homeless that you feel the most, is that people don't care.
We find that the vast majority end up dying in emergency departments. And in some cases, they're dying suddenly in transitional spaces, which is really just a fancy word for, sort of the park bench or the sidewalk.
When you're in a place that's supposed to help, they tell you they've got it, you sign on the dotted line, but yet they don't come back to you, there's no follow-up. You leave that facility and you're left going, okay, where do I go next? What's my next step?
When you're sick, there are rules. They say you got to be back at 5:30. I'm sitting at the hospital at 5:30. I could lose my bed because I'm not there.
I mean, it's so challenging, right? Like, it's hard enough to strategize, to plan your medications, and someone like Jeff has to sort of strategize through the day, and he can't really tell anyone he has these on him because, of course, he becomes a victim of abuse or assault.
It's hard out there, it's bad. Even one night I went to sleep and somebody stole all my cancer medication.
They want to be safe, they want friends and family around them, they want a sense of belonging and connection, and they want to be comfortable.
I don't want to die an addict without my children and without having some kind of quality of life. And if somebody's dying and in pain, you shouldn't be doing that to them, right?
And what is needed right now on this earth is for humanity to start paying attention to yourself and each other, because that's what's missing.
What's a life worth? How do we value dignity at the end of life? Is it the same for everyone? Yet the social factors are clearly making a difference in how we live, but should they really make a difference in how we die?
My biggest hope that if I am gonna die, that my last days be comfortable and around people that care.